Hello and welcome to Challenge 11, my friends. Hey, this is from the more practice section of this book, and there is actually 4 problems in this here video, and you should have solved each one of them because, that's right, my friends, this is an on your own problem, so you should have solved all the problems on your own, and now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly. Without further ado, let us move on to our first problem here. We've got 6.231 and we're subtracting 3.9. And the first thing I always like to do is look for any trouble coming. And, right here I've got a 0 that I can plug in both of these places. You wouldn't have to put them in there, but I'm going to just go ahead and plug them in just to be clear on our columns here, okay? The other thing you want to do right away is make sure you line up your decimals like the buttons of a shirt. And without further ado, let us start looking for any trouble coming. I clearly have no trouble coming here because I can take 1 and subtract nothing, right? I have no trouble coming here because I can take 3 and subtract nothing as well, right? Here I do have trouble coming because I cannot take 2 and subtract 9. So I'm going to borrow from the 6 over here, and we'll trade this in for a 5 and grab a group of 10. And put it right there to turn that 2 into 12. And now I have absolutely no more trouble, my friends, because I can take 12 and subtract 9, and I can take 5 and subtract 3. So let's go ahead and do that right now. 1 minus nothing, well, that's going to give me 1, right? So I'm going to plug that in right here. 1. Bam. There you have it. 3 minus nothing, well, that's going to give me 3. Super simple, my friends, right? And now here we go. We've got 9. Actually, we've got 12 minus 9. I'm going to use a dot method. So I'm going to put my pencil on the 9 and count up to 12. So here we go. I'm going to go 9 and 10, 11, 12. And that gives me 1, 2, 3 dots. So I'm going to drop my 3, circle my dots, and move along, my friends. Next, I've got my decimals, and I can't forget to drop them. You said it. Actually, you didn't, but I'm about to. Like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. Nice and straight there. There you have it. And now I've got 5 minus 3. I'm going to use the strategy of the dot method. Put my pencil on the 3 and count on up to 5. Here we go. 3 and 4, 5. That's going to give me 2 dots. So I'm going to drop my 2 and bam, there you have it. Your answer is 2.331. Now, you can also write that just like this. You can go 2, and then you're going to write the 3, 3, 1 right above there. And now, since this is in the tenths, this is the hundredths, and this is the thousandths place, that means I'm going to put that over 1,000, right? And then you can say it like this. 2 and 331 1,000ths. That is correct, my friends. Hey, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. And now, let us move on to problem number 2. And here we have it, my friends. 7.456, and you're adding 3.07. So, first of all, you always want to line up your decimals like the buttons of a shirt. Next, I've got a place value here that is not filled in. You can either leave it blank and just add like that, or you could add a 0, whichever you like. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a 0 there just to be clear and keep my place value straight. You didn't have to have that there. And here we go. We're going to start adding. And if I've got 6 and I'm adding 0, I'm clearly going to end up with, that is correct, 6. Bam. Right there you have it. Next, I've got 5 and 7. I am going to use a dot method for this, and I'm going to make 5 dots because it is the smaller number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dots. And then I simply put my pencil on the bigger number, the 7, and count on up. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Superb. I'm going to drop the 2, carry the 1, and circle those dots. Fantastic. Now I'm going to just move along. I don't have to worry about this 0. And the 1 I can think of like a dot. So I can go 4, bam, 5. Lovely. And I'm going to drop my 5 and move along, my friends. With the decimals, I'm going to drop that decimal so that these look like the buttons of a shirt in a straight line. Bam, there you have it. Next, my final one, I've got 7 and 3, so I will make 3 dots. And here we go, 1, 2, and 3. Then I put my pencil on the 7 and count on up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I will drop the 0, drop the 1, and circle those dots. And there you have it, my friends. Your answer is 10.526. Now, you can also write this just like this. You can write the 10 and then put the 526 up on top. And then below here, you're going to just look here and you got, this is the tenths place, hundredths place, and thousandths place. So I'm going to write 1,000 below there, right like that. And then there you have it. You've got 10 and 526 1,000ths. Bam! You got to love that. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all, my friend. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. And now, let us move on to problem number 3. And here it is, my friends. 4.6 minus 0.945. Bam. All right, so the first thing I want to do is fill in my columns here that are missing zeros. So I'm going to plug those in right above here. I'm going to add a 0 there, and I'm going to add a 0 there. And then I can look for any trouble coming in. Right away, I've got plenty of trouble, my friends, because I cannot take 0 and subtract 5 from it. I just don't have anything there to give away, right? So I'm going to borrow from here, but wait, I can't because there's nothing there. So I got to come over here to the 6, and I'm going to borrow from that 6, and I'm going to turn that 6 into a 5, grab a group of 10 here. But then I've got to borrow because of this 0, right? So I got to borrow another group of 10. So I'll borrow from here and turn that 10 into a 9, and then turn this 0 into a 10. And now both of those are taken care of, right? And now I have 10 minus 5. That is no trouble at all. 9 minus 4 I can do, no trouble at all. 5 minus 9, I got trouble coming, don't I? So I'm going to come over here and borrow from this 4. I'll turn that 4 into a 3 and grab a group of 10 to turn that into 15. And now I have no more trouble and none there, my friends. So I am good to go, and I will use the dot method. So I'm going to start on the bottom number and count up to the top number. And here we go. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dots. So I drop my 5, circle my dots, and move to the next column. And now I'm going from 4 up to 9, right? So I'm going to start on the 4 and count on up to 9. So here we go. 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there you have it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dots. So I will drop the 5, circle the dots, and move along. I've got 15 minus 9, so I'm going to start on the 9 and count up to 15, right? And here we go. 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. And so I'm going to drop the 6, circle the dots, and move along. When I move along, I come into these decimals, and I got to drop that decimal like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. So I'm going to drop that right there. And then I move over here. I got 3 minus 0, and that's super simple. 3 minus nothing is going to give me 3, right? Because I've not taken anything away from it. And bam, there you have it, my friends. 3.655. Now, you can also rewrite this just like this, my friend. Make your 3, and then put your 655 right up on top of that fraction. And then this is in the tenths place, hundredths place, thousandths place. So I'm going to write 1,000 right below that. And bam, there you have it. 3 and 655 1,000ths. There you have it, my friends. Hey, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, no worries at all. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. And now let us move on to our 4th and final problem of this video. And here it is, my friends, 0.671 plus 32.19. Now, the first and most important thing in the beginning of this problem is to line up those decimals like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. And there we have it. So now I'm ready to just start adding, right? And I've got 1, and I've got nothing here. Now, you can add a 0 in if you like. You don't have to. I'm going to just throw it in there. And then 1 and nothing. That's too simple for words. I'm going to just drop that 1, right? Actually, I want to do that in blue. So I'm going to do that right now. And bam, there you have it. And now I've got 7 plus 9. So I'm going to actually make 7 dots here because that is a smaller number. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 dots. And then I just put my pencil on the 9 and count on up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Superb. I'm going to drop that 6, carry that 1, and circle those dots. Bam, there you have it. Now I've got 6, and I've got 1 here and 1 here. I'm going to actually think of these ones as just dots. So I can go 6, 7, 8, bam, all done. Love it. Super. And now I'm going to just drop that decimal like the buttons of a shirt, my friend. And then these are really super simple. I got nothing that I'm adding 2 to, so I'll just drop that 2. I got nothing that I'm adding the 3 to, so I'll drop that 3, and there you have it, 32.861. I love it, my friends. Hey, but guess what? You can also write this like this, 32, and then you're going to take that 861 and just write it above your fraction, right, in the numerator's place. And then I got to figure out my denominator, and I go, this is the tenths place, hundredths place, and thousandths place. So I'm going to just drop 1,000 right below there. So 1,000. There we have it. And wow, that is super cool, my friends. And there you have it, my friends. 32 and 861 1,000ths. Wow, you got to love that. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way here, no worries at all. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is the fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.